Lots of people out there saying that Tesla is overvalued. Well, I heard these voices before. It was for a very specific growth company out there that changed the world. It was Amazon. There was always voices on the market that this company is overvalued. Then the stock reached 700, the people said overvalued, then it reached 1000. And meanwhile, we have a $3,000 stock. And I believe that what Tesla showed at Battery Day just a couple of days ago is the path for a $2 to $3 trillion company. Happy Sunday and welcome to this very special episode of Tesla Sundays. I would highly appreciate if you are smashing the like button for this video. This helps to crack the absolutely like record on a Tesla Sundays episode, which was around 1,500 likes. And then let's dive into the blueprint of this episode of Tesla Sundays. We will talk about the stock first. What was the performance of TSLA over the last couple of 7 days since our last episode? Then we will look into the chart and what the chart can tell us, including some technical indicators about where Tesla stock can go from here and why I decided to buy Tesla stock. Then we will talk about the California new rule that came out, which is very, very important for the future of electric vehicles. We will talk about the Battery Day. That was, a huge event, a fantastic breakthrough, what Tesla will do with batteries in the future. And finally, we will dive into some Q3 that is around the corner, deliveries and earnings. Here we go. So let's see what Tesla stock did prior and just directly after the Battery Day. And we are having this chart here that looked very, very bad. I mean, just before Battery Day, we had, I think the day just before Battery Day closed about 5-6% negative. Okay, so I thought, okay, let's see how it goes after the Battery Day, and it just continued, guys. Then we had 22nd the Battery Day. Just after that, the whole day was, I think, minus 10 percentage in the whole closing day. And then I thought, then one more thing, there was even the next day, there was again 7% in the first half an hour or 10 minutes of the market. And I said, I will buy that stock because this is absolutely insane. If you think about it, where we came from, which was about 450, until the recent drop, this was 20%. And this was such an incredible opportunity that I shared it also in my whole membership Discord. If you want to have access to exactly those movements that I'm thinking it's very, very interesting, then join today. Click the join button below all my videos and live streams, and it makes so much sense if you want to become an investor and just to know how to find these opportunities out there. I think it's absolutely invaluable for what you get for a very small contribution to this channel. And you are obviously supporting this channel for all the content that maybe makes you the better investor and a couple of 100,000 millions of dollars. However, let's talk about what we will do now. I mean, now we have a kind of recovery in the last couple of days. We have a kind of recovery what currently is happening since about Thursday morning. And this comes to the perfect time. I bought when the stock went down 10% and I bought the next morning. So actually, bought perfectly, though you cannot time the market. So it was, and is a longer term or mid-term investment for me. All the details, as I said, in the Discord. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think, what is now happening with Tesla stock. I would love to see your opinion as well, because now we are going into the chart of Tesla. This is the Tesla stock chart as of Friday, guys. And as you can see, we are in this trend channel here, okay? This is the upper level where we bounced off a couple of times already in the past, and what was also the recent highs here back in end of August. In addition to that, you will see here two other lines which represent, some resistance here at 327, 28-ish, then another one at 275, and then at 200. And then you have also here the Bollinger Bands, which shows us some average together with the 50-day moving average, which is here the purple line, which is also here nicely, as you can see, a resistance line. We came very close to it back on the 23rd of September. I just saw that the Tesla stock was heavily sold in just a couple of days, and you can see here in the RSI that the stock actually, was sold pretty much, and just before the battery day 5% or 7%, then next day 10%, then the next day it was again 7%. I just kept on buying because this was a great opportunity, right? And I shared this with my Discord channel that obviously could also benefit from that. Now on the other side, you could also see here, I don't think that we will come close to these levels here, which would be absolutely a very huge resistant line here. Other than that, you can see that nicely, maybe we will now test the lowers part of this channel, and we shall see some upper movement as of these days. Now, what is now a catalyst for those further higher stocks? This could be, for example, potential great quarter releases, which we will talk later in this vlog, but also, good news on the other fronts, like for example, China or Germany. I think that, something unexpected could here rally the stock back to 500 levels, which we saw back in end of August 1 month ago. Now we fall from that until 330. As you can see, this is the nice resistance that we bounced off further up as anticipation of the battery day. Then we lost and we are now still in the same trend, obviously, and I think that we will stay in this trend. If not, then definitely those resistance line can support further. And, it's all about this resistance because the resistance are also triggering algorithms, guys. Okay, think about, I'm not a technical trader or super technical stock investor. I don't care too much of those things, if you see any kind of patterns into the chart or whatsoever. But sometimes you need to understand what's happening, and those are great opportunities to show you where you could buy a stock, because from there could be a turning point. And I repeat, could be, okay? Just because there's a specific pattern or there is just the resistance doesn't mean that it has to, all right? This is very important to understand. So yeah, so you see also this nicely Bollinger lines are trading along this trend here that we are having here in the upper level and the down level of this channel. Other than that, I'm super excited to see this stock now raise, as now I'm good invested into Tesla, which as was one of the big stock tips here on this channel back in 2019. When the stock absolutely exploded, right? So I hope that gives you a small insight into the chart, and let's dive into the next category. If you're living in the US, then you know it already, but California as a state is very futuristic. Now I give you an example. They are always looking for the sustainable way to do things, or they are having all of the Silicon Valley run companies out there, or they are having, warnings that in food that is delivered in a restaurant can contain cancer advocating stuff inside. So all of these things are quite nice, but now they came out with a very big news. So the governor of California actually said that by 2035, so in less than 15 years, at this year, there shouldn't be sold any internal combustion engine cars anymore, only electrified cars. This is huge, guys. But this means the following. First of all, it's obviously a very, very positive thing for Tesla. Secondly, it will be also positive for the overall economy because, there is huge to be done before we can go all electric, right? And we need the charging stations. We need high power cabling within the cities and so on. So as you can see, we are really moving into the right direction. But he said it actually quite nicely in his statement. He said the automotive industry was already on the road towards electrification as a long-term goal. But many automakers have been guilty of setting short-term targets for their electrification strategy that never came to fruition. As you can see, it's now the state that is really pushing those manufacturers to take action. And if you think about it, the electric car is greater for our environment. The cars are faster, having more range, they are self-driving, there's having less maintenance. So all of these things is really, really interesting, and it narrows down to a point where you say the kids today born in California, by the time they make their license, they actually cannot buy an internal combustion engine. Now the question is, do they really need a license in a self-driving world? Yeah, Battery Day 2020. I think there's so much content already what people think, like, Galileo, financial education, all of those people said already their opinion, and I think that the direction of this event is absolutely clear. It was a mind-blowing experience, okay? What they put down engineering-wise in this last couple of years was absolutely brilliant. I mean, from the creativity to the hard work that it needs to go there and to just be so focused on growth, guys, okay? And I think this is the most important thing. You saw that the DNA of Tesla is growth, all right? Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, said it in the presentation himself that approximately 50% per year Tesla growth for the last 5 years in a row, but now they expect maybe 30% growth. However, they want to grow more than that in the next couple of years, which is fantastic. And I think this is one of the key elements here, that think about Tesla not as a car company, not like a energy company. It's more a growth company, just from an investor perspective, okay? A really fantastic growth company that with every year there's something, they come out with something just blowing our minds, that give us the fundamental strengths and pathways to go another 50%. And when you think, it's not possible, because this is the usual cycle of a growth stock, at some point we are reaching and dead end, right? There's no possibility to grow 50 or more % per year. But if Tesla just continues to innovate like that, I'm super convenient to invest into this company. And this is what I did. And therefore, I'm super excited. And I also thinking that you should really consider to invest in this. Now, after the huge battery day that we had, there is the question, what is next for Tesla? And actually, we are having the next big thing in about a week time, maybe on Thursday or on Friday. We might get the real delivery numbers. And why it's so amazing? Because we can have a shoot on the record quarter ever. The last record quarter was obviously in the high season of 2019. In the quarter 4, we had the last record with 112 deliveries. Now, China is running on highest output that they can until now. Now Fremont is fully intact, and we have a run on electric cars, especially on Tesla cars, right? Now we shall see if the team of Tesla really is so brilliant and can bring us another record. As Elon Musk stated in his email that was leaked to his employees. And really, what is the question then? If they make a record quarter, can they make also a record quarter in the financial sector of the company, of the earnings? This will be the big question, and this we will know by about in the end of October or beginning of November, when the new Q3 releases will be released, and I will be streaming this obviously live, so make sure to follow this channel, subscribe, and make sure to like if you made it so far into this video. I'm looking forward, and will make definitely a breaking news cover if we having the record in the deliveries this quarter.